Up, let's do 30 minutes of Pilates, abs, and core. Hey, I'm Preston. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's get into some abs, core, Pilates, all of that good stuff. But first we start with the warm-up. Let's do some cat and cow. So we exhale, round the back, push the mat away. For the cat, inhale, drop the stomach, look up, arch the back. For the cow, we'll do one more cat and one more cow, warming up the spine, the abs. Let's walk our hands to the front, drop our pelvis, little high cobra, shoulders out of the ears, stretching out the abs. Let's get ready for our first plank starting right now. Step your right foot back, left foot back, plank position right off the bat. Plank for just a little over a minute. So every core routine we start and end with a plank, and every time we do a plank we add on 1 second. So at the end of this routine we'll end with another plank, we add on a second, and in between all of that goodness we do a lot of abs and core work. So good plank form, tuck the pelvis, squeeze the abs. Try and get your hips as high as your shoulders. Your wrists are underneath your shoulders. Pressing the mat away, 10 fingers nice and wide. Shoulder blades slightly retracted. Squeeze the stomach, squeeze the butt. Look down at the mat. If you have a mirror or some way to see how straight you are from tail to head, give yourself a look. 3 more seconds on the plank, that's it. All right, let's get into our second core move, a roll up. Either feet hip distance apart or feet and legs together. Feet and legs together are harder, hip distance apart a little bit easier. Dig your heels into the mat, flex your feet, reach your arms up to the sky, then slowly roll it up, reach it on forward, give yourself a nice stretch. Slowly roll it down, C-shape with the spine, tuck your tailbone under. Curl down as slow and controlled as you can, arms up to the sky. Inhale, reach up, roll up, reach forward, stretch it out, belly back, sit up, C-shape with the spine, roll it on down. As slow as you can possibly go, feeling each vertebrae touch and leave the mat. Legs together makes it a little bit more challenging. As your head hits the mat, your arms are up to the sky. Inhale at the bottom, exhale to peel yourself up using minimum momentum on the way up and on the way down. Tabletop crunches, next exercise up. So let's lie on down, head on the mat, hands behind the head, elbows nice and wide. Legs in the tabletop 90 degrees. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Keep the elbows wide. And just do small little crunches. Looking at your belly button. Shoulder blades barely touching the mat. Legs in the tabletop. Legs glued together. Just small crunches. If at any time you need a break throughout the routine, just lower your head. Bring your knees into your chest and just chill like that, and then when you're ready, get back into it. Take as many breaks as you need, but please try and push yourself. I promise you can do all of these. Focus on your form, focus on the breathing, exhaling as you crunch, inhaling whenever you need to, looking at your belly button or inner thighs. Nice. Elevated bicycles. The way we'll do this is we will kind of, we will come to our forearms, so we're a little bit elevated. We'll do bicycles, so make your legs into a K to start, and then huge pedals with your legs. Maybe drag those toes along the mat on the way in, and on the way out, really reach forward. So this exercise is mostly about reaching forward with your leg And keep on reaching forward with your leg as you lower and lift it. And then let's reverse our bicycle circle. Other direction. Riding the largest bicycle in the world. We are outside today in beautiful New York City. 33 degrees, but there's not a cloud in the sky and it feels great. I know that sounds weird. How are you warm when it's nearly freezing? I have no idea. But the sun adds like 30 degrees. I swear. Flutter kicks, lower back in the mat, arms next to your side, legs out to 45 degrees for the most challenging, and we do small little flutter kicks up and down. To make this a little less challenging, raise your legs up higher, but still do the flutter kicks. Otherwise, reach your legs out to 45 degrees. Small little flutter kicks. Remember for the break, if you need a break, head down, knees into your chest, and you just chill. The smaller the flutter kicks, the better. The more you reach your toes forward, the better. Last 10 seconds or so. All right, single leg stretch. How do we do that? Let's bring our legs to tabletop. Outside hand goes to your ankle. Inside hand goes to your knee. Extend the other leg out. And then we pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull. So you want to have no movement from your torso to your shoulders, basically. Your core is keeping you stable on the mat. Your lower back is in the mat because your pelvic floor is pushing down. You're reaching forward at 45 degrees with your legs as far as you possibly can. Switching the hands, keeping the legs in alignment, looking at your belly button, curling up off of your shoulder tips. All right, we'll do bird dog with one knee bent. So, and we'll drive our knee to our elbow because we are strong. Let's come to all fours. Raise your right foot or right leg straight in line with your hip. Left arm out. We'll drive that left elbow into right knee. They touch and then they extend back long. The goal here is to keep your abs engaged, navel to the spine, reaching in both directions. We'll do one more elbow to knee, place everything down, then we'll switch legs. So for me, that's the left leg back and straight in line with the hip, right arm forward, and then we drive elbow to opposite knee, reaching and stretching. The hard part for me here is to really keep my abs pressing up against my spine because I have poor core strength. Ukrainian twists, superior to Russian twists. Quite the same though. Heels could be in the mat. You lean back until you feel you're about to fall over. Hands to prayer position. Then you twist, trying to get the elbow to reach the mat, and you look over that back shoulder, and you twist, and you twist, and you keep twisting. Lean back a little bit more. If you fall over, that's great. Just get back up and start over again. You could also take your heels off the mat for a little bit more of a challenge. Also try and keep your legs from wobbling. If you have your heels up, that will make you use your abs more. So either heels up or heels down, leaning back, big twist looking over the back shoulder. Keep it going. Free exercise classes every weekday. I'll never try and sell you something. I don't have any codes. I don't have any clothing lines. I just exercise, and when I exercise, I talk about it and record it, and then you can watch it and do it. Superman. Push your pelvis down, scoop your abs up. That's first cue. Squeeze your legs together, squeeze your arms together, or your hands together. Forward, Superman's just a hold. If you don't want to just do the hold, you can create an imaginary bar going down the back over your head. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, lat activation, then extend back up. You can also swim your arms around in the pool, reach towards the back, banana boat shape, still squeezing, still pushing your pelvis down, still scooping your abs up. So you have a couple of options. You have 3 options: isometric Superman hold, bar down your back, or breaststroke in the pool to reaching behind you. Whatever you're doing, keep on doing it for 10 more seconds before we move on to the next one. All right, we'll do some X-ups to tucks. We'll do 2 X-ups to 1 tuck. So first, lie down, make your body into an X. Your right hand and your left foot will touch by curling up and reaching. Right hand to left foot. Then we'll do the other side, left hand to right foot. And then we tuck up, crunch up, hold it for a second. Back down to the X, so it's opposite hand, opposite foot. After we do 2 of those, we do a quick tuck up. Hold the tuck up for a second or 2. Focus on your balance up there. And to balance, you need to use your core muscles to stabilize yourself. Nice work. Alternating toe taps. We'll do that lying down with our legs in the tabletop. We'll extend one leg, it doesn't matter which leg. Opposite hand, opposite foot, similar to the X-ups, but a little bit more on the mat. So we just switch legs, switch hands, maybe a little twist at the torso, keeping your shoulder blades off the mat, looking at your belly button, reaching the leg long, stretching the leg long, reaching the arm, stretching the arm. I need a little break. You keep going. All right, my break is good. I'm ready for some more core work. No shame in the breaks. You do you. My phone was vibrating. I wonder if that vibrated the camera at all, and it made it look like there was an earthquake happening. I doubt it. All right, neck pull, one of my most hated exercises. We'll do it anyway. So, option to have your hands behind your neck the entire time, or another option is to have your hands up towards the sky. Either way, hands behind your head or up towards the sky. Let's roll up like we did before. Reach forward. This is where everyone can place their hands behind the head. Give a little neck pull. Roll up, sit up. Keep your hands behind your head. Try and do a flat back roll down. And then when you can't do that anymore, curl your spine and roll on down. You can keep your hands here behind your neck, your head. I don't like the feeling of it. I raise them up to the sky, sit up, reach forward, then little neck pull action. Flat back as much as you can on the way down. Sit up, neck pull forward, spine nice and tall, flat back on the way down. My feet are about hip distance apart. And that's enough of that. Let's do a pelvic lift. So what we do is we place our heels next to our butt. We lie down, arms down by your side. On the exhale, you press through your heels, you squeeze your glutes, you use your core to lift your hips up. Inhale up here, raise your hips a little higher, and then lower them down, slow and controlled, each vertebrae touching the mat. As soon as your hips touch the mat, inhale, exhale, press through the heels up to the sky. Hold it for a second, maybe hips a little higher, and exhale, slowly lower it down. My knees are a little bit less wide than my shoulders. So like I could fit 2 fists in between my knees. Keep it going, a few more seconds. All right, side push-up. This might be a little challenging. It's a little challenging for me, that's for sure. All right, so for me, I'm on my left side. I'm going to give myself let's see. Yeah, let's do the more challenging version. So my right hand's down on the mat. My left hand gives myself a hug. I lower myself down. And then I use my tricep to do a tricep push-up to raise myself back up. Use your obliques to curl up as well. Side abs. All right, let's switch sides. So now I'm going to lie down on my right. My left hand's on the mat. No. Yes. My left hand's on the mat. My right hand's giving myself a hug. I lower myself down. Do that tricep push-up, side push-up. There's a few variations of this. I chose one of the more challenging ones because I said earlier, as I said, we are strong and we got this. All right, beast hold. Come to all fours. And we will raise our knees just a couple of inches off the mat. Hold them here, like so. All fours. For some reason I want to spin around, so I'll do that while in the beast position. There we go. Sun feels better this direction. Beast hold, my knees are just a couple of inches off the mat. If you need to take a breather, just place your knees down. Come off your wrists if you need to. You could also do these on your fists to get off your wrists. Keep it going for another 15 seconds. Nice. All right, let's roll like a ball. How do we do that? We come to seated. We bring our legs in the tabletop. Sit kind of towards the top of your mat or the bottom of your mat so you can roll backwards. Legs to tabletop, hands behind the thighs. Nice C shape with the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale and weight back. Exhale, roll forward. No neck on the mat. It's not safe. Just to the tips of your shoulder blades. And then right back up. You could also bring your heels closer to your butt. Get even more compact. Do the same movement. Hold the balance without letting your feet touch the mat. rolling like a ball. Having a ball, rolling like a ball. Nice. All right, shoulders elevated, hip raise. So we'll do this on our wrists or on our forearms. Whatever you do, you want your shoulders to be elevated. I'm going to do this on my wrists here, feet out in front of the knees. You just raise the hips up to the sky as high as you can. Look at your belly button, then lower your hips to touch the mat. Try and get a nice straight line, so it's kind of like a reverse, I guess a reverse like quadruped. So a nice straight line from your butt to your shoulders. You have the option to swing your butt in between your hands, keeping your butt off the ground the entire time, and swing it back forward, hips up to the sky. A little L sit action. Ten more seconds here. I'm just going to hold it at the top, squeezing my butt, using my abs to lift my hips up. And that's a jackknife time. It's a quick movement up. First, you extend your limbs in all or out in front of you and behind you. Then you jackknife up and then slowly lower down. Pretty much like a V-snap, which is something else we do on the channel from time to time. I wonder what the differences are really. I'll look that up later. So you want to extend your arms and legs back and then jackknife up, trying to make like a V or some version of a V with your body. I'm trying to keep my legs glued together, and I'm trying to curl up and lift my legs up at the same time to create that V shape, to trigger my core muscles to keep me balanced. And then I hold it for a split second at the top before I roll down again. And that's it. Let's do Pilates 100, shall we? Pilates class is not complete without Pilates 100. Legs to tabletop, arms a couple of inches off the mat. Pump your arms vigorously at your sides, using your elbows, using your armpit muscles. Up and down. You inhale for 5 breaths and then exhale for 5. Option to extend your legs to tabletop for the most challenging. So easiest tabletop, second easiest legs to 90, most challenging legs to 45. Keeping your lower back glued to the mat the entire time. Let me fix my mat behind me here. Keep that going, pressing your core into the floor, lower back glued to the mat. Reaching your legs, shoulders down and away from the ears. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Bridge march. Bridge march is up next. Heels pretty much underneath your knees. First, come up to a bridge, squeeze through the heels to the butt. Lift one leg up, gently place the foot down. Lift the other leg up, knee towards the chest. Gently place that foot down. Your foot is made out of glass, so put it down as gently as you can, as slowly as you can. Your hips stay up as high as possible the entire time. Maybe you come up to the balls of your feet and your heels never touch the mat at all. Moving your legs away from your body to place your feet down, creating that lever, that longer lever length. My hips are dipping. I need to take a second and lift them up and try and keep them up. All right, Criss Cross. Let me flip on over, other direction, so I don't get a sunburn on one side of my body. I want to be equally sunburned. Legs at tabletop, hands behind the head, elbows nice and wide. Twist, right elbow. No, let's do right armpit to opposite knee, left armpit to opposite knee. Focusing on the armpit makes you focus more on the twist, makes you focus more on a bigger twist. Side to side. In and out. Reaching with that opposite foot. Last 20 seconds. How high can you stay curled off your shoulders the entire time? So even though you're rotating side to side, you keep the height of that shoulder blades off the mat. No dropping during the transition. Easier said than done. All right, let's get in our last plank of the day. Our last move of the day. Come to your plank. Either straight arm or forearm. All right, so curl your hips up, make them in line with your shoulders. Curl your tailbone under, squeeze your butt, squeeze your abs. If someone were to kick you in the stomach, you'd be ready for it. Press the mat away. You could also come down to a forearm plank. Same rules apply. Your butt stays in line with your hips. You're trying to make that straight line from your hips to your shoulders. If you do something like this, if you can feel your abs disengage and it's more of a shoulder exercise, we don't want that. We want our core tight. So to do that, we create a straight line with our body. After this, we do a quick cool down. I say goodbye. You give the stream a like, you subscribe, and that's it. All right, nice work. Cool down time. Let's do some cat and cow like we started off with. All fours, round the back, cat. Inhale, drop the stomach, look up, arch the back, cow. One more cat. One more cow. All right, let's walk our hands to the top of the mat, stretch out our abs a little bit, drop the pelvis, exhale, look up, maybe side to side. Come down, press up, one more stretch. And that's it. 30 minutes of abs, core, Pilates. We did it. You did it. Great job today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope your core feels stronger. You definitely made it. You did it. You're stronger. We're live every weekday where we do a different style of exercise. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye now.